Hello everyone and welcome to Learn with Lizzie. So today I'm going to teach you how to create a beautiful flawless everyday look in 8 minutes or less. So starting off with a face blurring primer, I like to use a hydrating primer because it keeps my skin really nice and soft and hydrated throughout the day. It also preps my skin for adding our foundation and going over the eyelids as well to prep for when we add eyeshadow. I'm using the Flawless Air Serum Foundation today, and it's a really beautiful silky finish. It's really lovely if you have just exfoliated your skin as well. It just looks like you've airbrushed your face. So I've added it to the 5 points of the face, forehead, nose, cheeks and chin, and blending it out in circular motions so that it's all blended really nice and seamlessly, not forgetting to go down the jawline as well to make sure we don't have any of those harsh lines that sometimes we can create if we don't blend our foundation well. The next step is concealer. So popping concealer underneath the eyes, on top of the eyelids as well, in the middle of the forehead. I've added some into the nasal labial folds or the marionette lines and down the center of my nose. This is just lightening everything, but I am using a yellow based concealer so that it does lift any darkness that is under my eyes. So on a color wheel, orange is opposite to purple, which is why we use an orange or a yellow based concealer, because that's going to neutralize our darkness. If you're using a light color underneath your eyes and you have some dark circles, it's just going to make it look gray. So we want to make sure we neutralize it. Next, we're going to go in with our mineral powder foundation. So press and rolling this into the skin to make sure we set our liquid foundation. The ingredient mica is going to give a beautiful glow because it deflects oiliness and shine. So we need to set our makeup so that it doesn't move throughout the day. We also want to go over the eyelids as well to set that concealer and prep for when we go in with our eyeshadow. Time for contouring. So I'm actually going to use the matte eyeshadow palette as my bronzer because the colors kind of work and they have a beautiful shade to them. They're not too muddy, which I really like. And I'm adding this down from the top of my ear to where my lip is, but coming no further forward than where the front of my eyebrow is. And I'm squeezing my brush to create that crescent moon shape to give me that beautiful shape around my jawline and underneath the cheekbones and also around the hairline. You can add some contour to your nose as well, and that just helps it look a little bit thinner and flip it up. Now using the Lust eyeshadow palette as my blush and my highlight, it's a 2-in-1, so this is just a really quick way to add your blush, contour and highlight. It's cost effective as well because I'm not having to use all these different palettes. I'm just using my eyeshadow palette as well and going over my eyelids with a little bit of that shimmer color too, and it's just giving it a nice base and prep for when we go in with eyeshadow. Don't forget to dust all over the face as well so that it all ties in. Now eyeshadow, I'm going to use a beautiful brown color which is quite neutral in the socket of my eye with my fluffy brush, and that's just creating a bit of a contour in the socket and bringing it a little bit higher up so you can see where my eyes are open. I'm actually using a lighter color now to go above where we just went, and that's just going to blend it in really nicely and become a transition color from the eyelid into the crease and up to where my eyebrow is. I'm now going in with the lightest color and popping this over my actual eyelid, and this is just going to create a beautiful, nice open feel to the eye because it's going underneath that darker contour color, and it's really, really natural by popping it underneath the eyebrow bone as well, and it gives the illusion of lifting the eye. Now for some shimmer, so adding in a really light shimmer. It's not a glitter, it is a shimmer, so it doesn't enhance any wrinkles we have on our eyes, which we want, but it does add a little bit more, fun to the eyelid, but it is still really, really natural. So popping that under the brow bone as well to create that beautiful lift. Now this smudger brush is my favorite brush. I'm using a little bit of that lighter shimmer color again, just in where my tear duct is, and adding light to the inside of the eye is really going to make your eyes look really nice and open. Now we're going to copy what we did on top underneath, so using that darker brown color just on the outer third of the eye, because adding darkness to the outer third of the eye really makes the eyes look open and doesn't close it all off. So I'm adding some of the lighter shade on that inner part too and blending with my fingers. Going in now with some eyeliner, I'm using a brown because as we age, using black can be quite harsh. So I am using a brown or a charcoal, and it is a little bit more softer, and if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. So adding it to my inner waterline and then my upper waterline, and also on top of my eyelid as well. Now it's very in at the moment to smudge out your eyeliner. Now this is a kohl eyeliner that is very, very blendable, but also is waterproof, so it's not going to move throughout the day, which is awesome. So going back in with that smudger brush and just smudging out that line to create a beautiful smoky look. And of course you can do this without having any eyeshadow on as well. It's really nice and natural. Mascara, my favorite part. Mascara really ties everything in together. Now we need to get a new mascara every 3 to 4 months because our bacteria loves to live in the mascara wand, which we do not want. So make sure you're getting new mascaras, and we're adding to the base of the lashes, zigzagging and pulling through our mascara, and this is going to create that beautiful lengthening, volumizing look. Make sure your mascara has some beautiful ingredients like jojoba oil or almond oils in them, because that is going to nourish your lashes as well. So I really do like to use a mineral mascara for those ingredients. I'm popping some concealer over my lips just to prep them like we did with our eyes for our lip color to stay all day. Adding some lighter highlight just on the Cupid's bow too makes your lips look fuller as well. So I'm using the color Amber Kiss and lining my lips with this. I like to overline my lips so that they look fuller, but you don't have to do this at all. But I create the 2 anchor points first in the Cupid's bow and underneath, then joining the dots from the outside of the lips into the middle so that it creates that beautiful, beautiful outline, and coloring my lips in too. This I find helps the color stay all day long, and then also helps your lipstick stay. So if your lippy does need to be touched up, you have got that lip liner color underneath there, which is still going to hold throughout the day. You can set with your powder as well, and then create another coat, and that will definitely give it a bit more longevity as well. Time for lipstick. So I'm just using a really nice nude color in the center of my lips, smacking my lips together, and that just adds a little bit different color to my lips. Setting it all in with setting spray, and that will make it hold all day long. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial and learned some new tips, and of course I would love to see your looks as well. I'll see you soon.